All right, let's try this again. Welcome to D's Rants and Reviews. I'm your host, D. On today's episode, we'll be going over my top 8 blatantly black scenes. What is a blatantly black scene? A blatantly black scene is a scene in any movie where a previously unseen black character shows up to give an ethnically charged line or action for the sole purpose of inducing a desired response, usually a laugh.
What a silly Negro.
So here are my top 8 blatantly black scenes. Number 8 comes courtesy of one of my all-time favorite movies, Superman. In the scene, with the threat of impending danger, Superman first reveals himself to Metropolis.
Excuse me. That's a bad outfit.
The man playing the pimp in the scene is a veteran actor by the name of Bo Rucker, who along with Superman has many other movies to his credit. And having so many movie credits, it leads me to believe he's actually a very well-trained actor who probably studied the likes of Shakespeare. And I can only imagine what went through his mind when he auditioned for this role and had to say lines like,
Hey, Jim! Woo! Excuse me. That's a bad outfit.
Hooray for Hollywood. Number 7 on the list comes courtesy of the Mel Brooks directed Spaceballs. And Mel Brooks, who also directed Blazing Saddles, is pretty much an expert on ethnic humor.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you?
Not a thing, sir.
What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
Offensive, maybe, but definitely funny. Number 6 on our list comes courtesy of a comedy classic, Animal House.
Do you mind if we dance with your dates?
Why, no, not at all. Go right ahead.
Note that though he forms it as a question, it's a foregone conclusion that this black man is going to get this dance. And more. Number 5 on the list comes courtesy of another one of my favorites, The Karate Kid Part 2.
Very impressive win, son. You showed a lot of poise
All
under
right,
pressure.
really?
People are going to be talking about that last kick for years. Congratulations.
Hey, you speak. Hey, wait a minute, man. What you doing to the brother?
There's 2 things to note in this particular scene. One, the change in octave of the voice. It's a pretty known fact that when black people get upset, one thing we have a tendency to do is change our voice. Take, for instance, this casual conversation that we're having right here about movies. If someone were to come along and interrupt me by, say, taking my pen, there's a good chance I may turn to them and be like, say, man, what the hell is wrong with you? Also, you should know the significant size difference between Kreese and the upset black man.
What you doing to the brother?
Now, despite the size difference and the well-known fact that John Kreese indeed does know karate, this black man is unfazed by all of that, trusting on sheer blackness to aid him in this fight. Now, number 4 comes courtesy of one of my all-time favorite comedies, Better Off Dead.
Man, now that's a real shame when folks be throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that.
Also in the scene, we want to note the response of the other black man who doesn't see it so bad. In other words, he's okay with them throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that. Number 3 comes courtesy of a blaxploitation classic, Cooley High. Now, before we get in this scene, we're going to have to put you in the mindset of the black man. Imagine yourself being a black man who lives in a white world. Your boss is white, your coworkers are white, you deal with white people all day. The only time and place that you don't deal with white people is when you're in the comforts of your own home. And when you're in the comforts of your own home, you don't want anything to interrupt that peace. And then this happens.
What the hell you want here, hunky?
Is Louise here?
There's no goddamn Louise live here, hunky. But
I've been there. Number 2 comes courtesy of another comedy classic, National Lampoon's Vacation.
Pardon me. I wonder if you could tell me how to get back on the expressway.
Hey, fuck your mama.
Thank you very much.
Please note the significance of the response. Note that he heard the question clearly and thought about the question, contemplated it, and still, this was his response.
Hey, fuck your mama.
Showing you that no matter what Clark Griswold asked, this was going to be the response.
Hey, fuck your mama.
Number 1 comes courtesy of a terrible, terrible, awful movie, but this line is one for the ages. Now, as a black person, one thing that we take deep pride in is our athletic prowess. So much so that many of us are revered for our athletic ability. So you can only imagine the dismay when someone does not have that athletic ability.
Today I auditioned for the soccer team. You should have seen me. Even the coach was astounded. He even said I was a credit to my race. You're a disgrace to niggas the world over!
Though he could have gotten away with just saying, you're not just letting yourself down, you're letting all of us down. The sheer frustration of the situation causes reaction to be like this.
You're a disgrace to niggas the world over!
And there you have it, my top 8 blatantly black scenes. I'm very interested in some scenes that you may have thought of, and for that, there's the comment section. And be sure to click the subscribe. Until next time.
Hey, fuck your mama.